There's only half past 7. I'm watching na memo akwaba emra Kessben matching jumedi eso. Be dey kwa me appear could be Mr. Speaker. And paying so way a special editorial they brought live on matching na yetimi edi nkomo about the upcoming NPP national executive elections baso and afin so in general no the conference one more so across all 16 regions of Ghana no it is expected say beginning on Friday all the delegates ni na betimi ahia ewa Accra Sports Stadium na womotimi atoaba na fenso de ekoso party ni ma say New Patriotic Party no motimi a resolve some of them through the conference e brana so say ye no din komo because they drew brace na obia no stakes no very high one more air contested to become the next national chairman, those seeking to become general secretary plus other portfolios ni na obia ehwe ni mo say delegate no ebetimi akọ momwa na afi womotimi ho say womobetimi any opportunity to lead the political party in the next 4 years. But to do this, a very important personality. Now, I'm privileged. Uncle Ben Ephson, managing editor, Edema, the Daily Dispatch, the Obokrata, the Segana, the Eban elections. There is no way I will bet me a decent without Uncle Ben Ephson. And that interaction to see, say, ahead of Saturday, who is the favorite candidate of the delegate. Now, when they bet me, I imagine the winner out of the many air contest from position to position. Be beginning with chairman, the general secretary, national organizer, youth organizer, Nasara coordinator, and a women's wing, and so holding in ano pay ebede ho enkomo enti yada say anope so wajoin ma wo messages no emra numbers no 0550596929 what ba ye be kenkan ni nyina no e de ama ma Uncle Ben achi na mema no akwaba emra Kessben FM 92.9 Kessben TV and as well Kessben 93.3 Kumase ene mpatem nyina. Uncle, morning
to your TF44.
Yeah, that's it, sir. Your boy open one of YG. So, first of Daily Dispatch, concern.
Oh, February 5 years in PIB.
We are far much more interested in the politics of our country. Every day, we are no person here. Ghana, I feel a little bit about it, and it means that this is the paper to read every morning. I know there are more specialty there.
Oh yes, so there are 3 areas in the entire cover.
Okay.
Chieftaincy as a religion. We think that our politics is as it is. And from 2020, I'm happy to say about a third of Ghanaians are shrinking. I just say you can't categorize them as MPP or NDC, and that is good for the country.
The citizens are positioning themselves in terms of your mentality, in terms of our handship, and the NPP colors, the NDC colors. After you think we are driving away from that aspect.
Oh, they will be there definitely, but it will only take a swing voter to go to a polling station, vote for an NDC member of parliament, and vote for MPP presidential candidate. Only a swing voter will do that. I'm supporters to say for Betnefi, and we'll call support the Fortnite. I heard this. I will say one. No, and I think that is good. I'm sure in your new book and from for comments, we say some of the swing voters when they say a parliament I okay. Almost since 1992, President DBB called parliament automatically to say 11 or to say for 7.5 to 1.5. They are happy, and I think it's good for the country.
Interesting. You've heard a little bit of the dynamics because the last time I saw on radio, on phone, you promised us a lunch in the Druva. Not yet to be in common. But I don't play by purposely. The upcoming election, the New Patriotic Party, how will Mukakra?
Oh, yeah, mainly chairman and secretary, a bit of. Youth, women's, we'll be monitoring the election of the polling station executive because our target is to find out who will win the flag bearership. The flagship, so all contest. Let's say as at now, we are groundwork there with theatre.
Interesting.
Because there are about 205,000 delegates who will vote.
Okay.
You have to get your people elected at the polling station. With that election, you get people elected at constituent, regional, and Sunday you do national. So we'll be monitoring. We just took deep interest in the chairmanship and secretaryship because these are the two which will drive the party towards trying to particular candidate and then trying to break the 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And nothing I don't pay you by, but my give us a little bit of about the new patriotic party or national delegate conference. Anyhow, issues play out during delegate conference like this.
Well, I think that definitely what do mean can say one more contest, they haven't got backers. Definitely they've got backers. Yes, a flag bearer aspirant have done well to get a lot of for elected at the polling station level. But I'm sure to say they will also want to get some of their people elected as chairman, organizers. It's important you have people at the national level to be able to shepherd Unyoma. We had chairmanship we need say about 7. But me feel say 2 or 3 never determined Stephen Inco for the 5th time.
Yeah.
As a man but or emulate for saving a trainer, you will say Stephen Tim is the favorite. But I think that between now and how he's able to answer a key question many people have been asking.
Okay.
Times then that is it. I mean, the opponents will be insinuating in your mouth. So a person be been to walk 4 times and you lost closely the 4th time. Why? And the things that he'll be able to do or say in response to that determine whether he will win or lose. But John Boadu is doing very well, and I think that this one of the 3 will win.
And then Wednesday up until now, you said that clear. We said clearly, the year went one my 3 out of the 7. It says some crowd mother candidate but between Asabi, between Professor Biakonfi and Stephen Anyensu in team, we do not know as it stands now, say particularly.
Almost say because of the nature of the delegates, these are persons who are well vexed. These are persons who are not likely to be swayed by such. Also, polling stations who the Sekakwa, the Bomna, the Kofabachin, but these are people who are vested in it, who other names, their names didn't feature. Sammy Crab, Davi Ama, the only woman in it. This is basically our permutation because our focus has been more from the polling station level, than more from who is likely to win the flag bearer, because that is going to be the ultimate for the party.
Yes, but I don't know starting from going into this election, dynamics near the end. Delegates are not necessarily say what are the dynamics again moving forward?
Oh, delegates one by say first of all elect somebody who can steer the party in an effort to break the definitely those that the flag bearership elected from polling station they want to vote for certain people they can be able to work with. But yes, you may have a lot of the delegates, but chairman are you strong for the party and as secretary, it puts the party in good shape. You may have your supporters, but the party do well to win to 2024, and that is going to be the crux of the matter.
Very interesting. Then again, the three top, you know, do we know where their backing and noise coming from?
Oh, but I mean to me, me to me, but I'm clear, say, for the flag bearership, and without respect to the other candidates, I think that the flag bearership, the top three are about Miyakere, Japan, and Alan Martin. The others two will get votes. I mean, from 205 also. The ones who be. But I think that is these three who until you get so people.
The Japan is really in the race for the flag bearership.
Yeah.
Okay. Yamra General Secretary, Chairman, the 1 year 3, hoping with the hopes on Saturday, the 3 now were born back home will emerge the winner, become the next national chairman. Yamra General Secretary. At the end of who year with the General Secretary.
Oh, General Secretary, John Boadu seems popular. If even he's 30-40% popular, there are three others who are equally popular. Opariansa is there. Kudia is there. Then there's a third person.
Is it Charles BC?
Charles BC.
Okay.
Now these three, if John Boadu is 30-35%. So that means 60-65% are for grabs. These three, if they are strong, they will share the 60%. John Boadu will win.
John Boadu will win for General Secretary.
It's likely he will win because if these three perform as I perceive them to perform, they will split
the votes.
The votes.
The idea is it's a key contest between Justin Frimpong Kodia and then John Boadu, a certain answer and Charles Bishop, a bit in your course.
Oh, I think that should take some. When I think this is first past the post.
Okay.
If John Boadu is even, he gets even 30%, that means there will be 65% up for grabs. If these three will be another 12%, it's less than each one would be more. That means 65% empowers him. But if you've got 35%, who like you?
And that can make you win.
Yes, that can make you win.
But many have said John and Nadia, Uncle JB Bar, seat I drop you from 169 to 137. Oshe party organization structures and Sheda and Yajuma. A lot I say the capacity to manage as a chief administrator, no party office. You don't really get to meet the executive. These are the backlash I have.
The joy and the danger of democracy is that majority speaks. So if all delegates are in tune with what you are saying now, they'll vote for him. I mean,
yes.
Are you a Cadbury member?
No.
Good. I am not. This is what people will say against John Boadu. The others too who will say he was the general secretary Owini 2016, Owini. He can also, his supporters can also claim. So maybe the party structure did not do well, but he was able to help the party's presidential candidate to win massively. I mean, if NDC is able to get 30 of the 32 seats they lost, and Akufo-Addo beats Mahama by more than 514,000 votes, it's a small achievement. If the Flache was that hopeless, they should have lost both ends. You do understand?
Yes,
I think that. Well, maybe lessons from the parliamentary elections, I think the party allowed the various constituencies and regions to have their way. Because you could see, say, when there's apathy, a very dangerous cancer in elections. Because both parliamentary and presidential, they are decided by +1 vote.
Okay.
So people who say, oh, be per candidate A, and then say regional executive are disqualified. Not on Kahwa.
Okay.
So I think for whatever they are saying, therefore this will be those anti-Boadu supporters. The pro-Boadu supporters can say, yeah, collectively, but he was able also to get the president to win by over 500,000 votes.
But isn't it surprising, sir, over 28 swing seats. NPP Timeji in 2010. Now in 2020, about 22 of them were losing. Majority of were incumbent ministers and deputy ministers in government.
Yes. That I make a say many just say 2020 say 30% they shrink. It is the fracture we balance we at the fracture more there. Umbe wotiko clean. I mean it's good for you say politicians who say a third of voters are not in your pocket.
Okay.
I think that Muhammad did himself a great disservice. He miscommunicated. To say you do progressive free stages and go for feels as a communicator himself and the NDC. If you are saying, look, 2016, me free stages. I could forward by who say free stages that day. Into be ba met was can be a runoff. But to say we obey progressive free stages, among 4 pictures, still or you know, I mean, look, more typical example of politics. The e-levy.
Yeah.
Say NDC for say, I didn't no.
Yeah.
Why didn't they help NPP pass it? So that say more, you get the electoral benefit in 24.
Yes.
But the news said without the e-levy, the government's finances should be stretched, and they will go to the IMF. And the IMF possibilities is that they will ask you to cancel the free SHS. So, what you say? Yes, be a NDC MP no or NPP as something. Say more. But I'm not finding no more lose. But I'm say e-levy man pass and asset some pass se can buy neither way IMF no, and we're going to raise because the free SHS is taking a lot of money. So some of the things that be a month for until says I was idea and I just open NPP
So it is very clear John Boadu is likely to win.
It's likely to
in the general secretary position. National organizer.
We didn't do any work there. I mean, so the two you see monitoring from the polling station elections, because they will bulk of those who vote for the flag bearership. So these two, they came along because we were monitoring those who were winning, who they vote for.
Okay.
Because chairman and secretary, they are the heart of the party organization.
But Uncle Ben, that aspect of their election came with a lot of misunderstanding. People feel the polling station executive election was killed. Yes, that's a there were a lot of agitation and misunderstanding. Is that what is putting John Boadu of all the other candidates?
Oh, more of the people who had influence have come out to back him.
Yes.
So clearly, people supporting him will vote for him. Codent, I think, had been in the youth, was involved with the youth of the Charles Bishu had been involved in the Western Central, Opari Ansa, a former MP. So the open support by leading members for John Boadu is what is good to him. If the other leading members had not backed him openly, clearly people like Okano, the losses. The other of the coin is that he was able to help the party's presidential candidate do well.
Okay, very well. You're an international organizer, but I know so Nana be very well. And you know Titus Global very well.
Yes.
These two are coming head to head for national.
I think that you win. I mean, you could even retain your seat. You couldn't retain your seat, and Anabi, I think that one was the youth, and you need to bear in mind that all these positions, the stronghold of the NPP, the Ashanti region, and there's nobody who seems likely to win any slot
from the Ashanti region.
So I think Yes, you know, I think so that and his performance as youth organizer. No. But what Titus Glover clearly he hasn't done himself some good in the seat.
Yes, but the analysis being so, and if you look at the current crop of national executives, the Ghana has no representation in the Greater Crisis Swing region. And you know, it will serve the NPP going forward a very important goal. Say, one of the titles.
Oh, but the gas are shrinking. I don't think that. I think the majority, the two parties, you know, NPP, majority of the delegates are Ashantis.
Yes.
And Eastern. NDC, majority of the delegates are from the Northern region and the Volta region. You will get Western and Greater Accra being swing delegates.
Okay.
They will have their interest. Now, if you look at the delegates, you have the two that are NNB. We see it. Me a Gator, me too much Titus Glover.
That's because we're losing this.
Boss. No, and I think that I'm sure you agree for the delegates, you know, majority of them will be from Ashanti. They need to have somebody from Ashanti or Eastern on the ticket. So that will be the disadvantage that as Glover is likely to have.
Don't you think that the Ashantis can trade off Nana B for Ponko as General Secretary?
Mind you, this is not cock to trade now. And your cock was an impact through trade. I mean, clearly, you see, like Nana John Boadu at 30-35%.
Yes.
Kodua is strong. The other two operate in a BCU, they are strong. If they get 20-20, 60%. The total delegates, John Boadu would have gotten 30%. It's 70%.
Okay.
But he will win. You know, unless, I mean, if there's a consensus candidate, they would have all stood down that let's group our support. But this is likely to be the case.
So the declaration by certain key personalities, instance, Chairman Wontumi, Nina no go along with to help John Boadu.
Oh, I think that see,
you don't mention open declaration.
The open declaration, yes, but open declaration. If look at even Chairman Wontumi's backyard, Ashanti region, he didn't get 100% there. He got a little over 50%. He knows that the 50% who voted for him, about half voted because of
inducement.
Of course. I mean, those levels were shared. Period. Obian to me in Kofa in San Gufum, so in Tessica. Some of them came out up Lubiso to 1,000 cities per delegate. We are 20. Mobinia 3. I mean, if seriously the party is going to engage near course at various levels, especially in the Ashanti region, when I call Wachiska.
Interesting.
I mean, you may be a so busy could jam a year. Want to make sure you possible jam a year. Yeah, but definitely, you see, politicians now my delegates so okay. The delegates have got, I mean, guys, some years, one of my researchers, you know, teacher. So that member no men can't channel, na classroom BB. One can't the corner. Did that didn't show me back to be called. Trying no to do me so I don't feel fear crab any. No be so be a jumobey. Be so by police, be so soldier, a doctor, kaya 4. So my party delegate. Let me be some Mr. Aden. I was sure 4 no almost in the unanimity. One show. Ebe do Christmas mami nkwe mu yede papa you see na there to a month 4 year man na there. In effect, their parents may be farmers, but they are primarily delegates. And in between Christmas time, the gifts. So if your father is a teacher, that's why party there. Yeah. You can see the different entire attitude, yes, that kind of thing. So it is the politician na di sika di ne sika as a delegates in team. Don't no more. I mean, all the constituencies na country the main body will be there for 2 years, 2-3 years. So much no over 4,000 per delegate. He lost because the delegates, kept thinking back for the past 2 years, we were making 4,000 or the man, but every Christmas or bring bibi kakra, me buy area or yes sir. Oh, until the delegates have become wise. So when you say, I mean, Mutumawa, first 2 years, you whom you bobo futugo whom you go for. But a year to vote in there, who will win screen. With my bonkom, show me respect. So it's a two-way street.
I see. Uncle, young brother system will have to decide. The class system now, I believe that you understand. The young boss now your observation on the dispatch more to me. But what about the system, the presidency, any influence what we have on this election? We saw what transpired in the Eastern region during the general elections. Presidency supposedly had their own candidate, went in there as much as candidates in NTP. How would the system behave on Saturday?
Over the system, the those agitations, Eastern region, Obakeno. You see, one thing I've noticed of the two parties delegates, the delegates are now optimum system of a relationship.
Okay. Between their leaders and themselves.
Yes. Okay. In terms of the Eastern, the system can emulate.
Yes.
The one who will eventually for some time, he's been having acquaintance with them. It be a school, it will be Yaria or Boawomo. And to be sano, they owe it to the person. The delegates are becoming wiser.
Okay.
Maybe unless in a situation, your woman is no man snaps and say, swear, saber to a man, almost come, Betty. But the thing is that there be some of them you talk to them, 2 years, what about mom's ass again? And you pay 2 years, Chris or Brand BB, school fees time or Brand BB. So, yes, money is there, but also you want to equate loyalty and respect.
Loyalty and respect is also very important. Loyalty to the president of the day. Loyalty.
President all
he has no authority and influence.
Oh, I mean,
can we say that?
You see, the president, even who first term, understand? The president, so the only thing you can do is money. Finish.
But we saw how Anima play out in 2018 between Fred Blay and Stephen team.
You see, that's what I'm saying. That Stephen team the chairmanship. The question will be Sanua. The answer on the be determined fit.
Okay.
Who call number 5? Why? Then all person will call you. Or party now. Stephen team cast his own downfall. So President Ford you come over kukum. So sir, step down. Don't step down. You don't allow yourself to be set up to review what you and the president did. The president didn't say, on the first term, be party chairman, will make things difficult for him. You understand clearly, I mean, the president not going to have it easy for you. So there's a limit to the presidency or something can do. Yeah, they'll be pulling a few strings there. But at the end of the day, I mean, delegates know they are supreme.
But so far, you know the presidency with the chairmanship slot.
Because you see, a president who is exiting is different from a president in his first term.
Okay.
President who was first term, they become a second term.
Yeah.
So president when the first term or a bit more leverage, and presidency would say dole obeko. You understand? Small say make sure say Mr. Speaker I elected. They would be called. One by JD, President Babanaga only leverage. The NPP flag bearership will be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Okay. Women's wing keep Jemfo on the out and now key contest.
Oh, I think that is done well. Yeah, my deputy, he didn't come on, Peter, he didn't come on. And I think that KJM over time.
In terms of?
Oh, in terms of, system of caring. And recently, about 2 days ago, me kind say, send on any deputy, anyone wants a contest, So feels Obina pushing the deputies on contest, hoping that he will break their votes. But I've been reading and the way he's doing her politics. You see, when you are an incumbent and you get two equally strong candidates, it works to you, the incumbent, your favor.
Okay.
When you are an incumbent, 30%, 35. Now what two strong this will be able to police 25. This all was strong.
There will be a split of votes.
There will be a split of anti-incumbents.
Okay.
When there are two, let's the incumbent only a popular, but when there are 2 or 3 others facing the incumbent, incumbent's advantage.
But many feel that the women's wing has collapsed. They are the leadership as women's organizer. People are benchmarking her with the Jabba every year, the vibrancy, how vocal she was. What they compare to people say only a little bit closer to Otikomo and your mama Koni. She resigned as a minister.
Fine. So, Stafford will collapse. You see, and compare somebody's vibrancy, articulate. People see a projection as effectiveness. It is wrong. From Asaba. You understand? Maybe he may not have Otiko's vibrancy, may not have articulation. I will say, 2020, when I've analyzed it, I get fascinated that the NPP 30 of 32 seats they lost. But the NPP president got over 500,000 votes more. It tells you one thing is that the NPP, various levels in the parliamentary, the constituency and the regional executives were not checked. So, populace, but who may not have money to have bribed the executives, the supporters refused to vote. Refused to vote, and that was one of the reasons that moving to 2024, the NPP will have to check and monitor personal. They'll have to settle personal scores. Nadia, it tells you.
Okay. Nasara coordinator, only a Jumabia or Baghdadi footer. Awa Muhammad, you know him.
Oh, I think the footer is the incumbent. And you see, the general rule is that when an incumbent is popular, how many people contest? About 5 or 6?
About 6,
6. Only retaining. If he is 25% popular, that's a 75% unpopular. No, yet or 4 others who are also popular. Omucha 8, 2020.
So incumbency advantage,
Incumbency advantage. Then 2. And I 3 are you.
But I understand there are 7. Nasara is 7.
Yes. So Ufa Futa post a Futa 20% popular. 18 penasem. No, not percent. Now 7 are canon, 6 in 15%. Even 6 in 15% each. Futa win.
But who say candidates now can get that much popular, and the contest is between the people.
When I work contest, when I was saying, one said, "Hey, foot and a whip." What was it? Yes, I mean, I don't know. I didn't do anything, but I'm just saying that the general rule is that if you have an incumbent, have 3 or 4 strong candidates opposing him, works to one incumbent in advantage. Yes.
I see. Now, the flag bearership slots. Meaning, so between Dr. Baumia, Alan, and Kennedy, how things will be played out. What advice to delegates and the party itself ahead of this election? Because they may make or break for you.
I think that the executives, you know, they may have some input as to how majority of the 205 delegates to elect the flag bearer will vote. But so when we are flag bearer, now elections are costing. Why you thinking that Obama elected national chairman and I the secretary of your choice will be swayed down there. Forget it. As an aspirant, you must have things along the line. You should be able to get 2 people elected at polling station, moving on, consider regional. Definitely, there will be a few swing voters. We are national, they can play a part or something. But a potential flag bearer aspirant, and I say, when you say what the launch executives are, we say forget it.
Okay. National Unizer is an open contest for about 5 to 6 candidates. There is no incumbency advantage to it. And never be play out same.
I haven't done any work on that, so yeah, and I usually don't guess. I haven't done any work because I concentrated on the chairman and secretary, the heartbeat of a party going into
Okay. And the last was fancy.
I think that for both NPP and DC political party, 2024 will be interesting. The NPP will want to break 8. The NDC will want to conform. The Americans say when you have a voting population of a third being sued, just be careful.
Okay.